All right, get ready to think deep today because we're going deep into this idea of a non-random universe.
Ooh, fun.
Like, what if everything that happens, even the little things, is like
Yeah.
leading us somewhere?
Totally.
So you've been wanting to explore this,
Mhm.
and we've got this one really intense source
Okay.
on spirituality for this deep dive.
Interesting.
Don't worry, we'll break it down
Yeah.
and make it a little easier.
For sure.
But it's funny, like maybe you've been feeling like there are just way more coincidences in your life lately than seems possible, you know?
I know what you mean.
Statistically possible.
Right.
Or maybe it just feels like
Yeah.
the universe is sending you all these mixed signals and you're just like,
Oh,
how do I
so I could code this.
decode it? Yeah.
So let's see if this source can help us
All right,
make some sense of it.
let's do it.
Okay.
So the interesting thing is this source, it doesn't just say like
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. Like that's kind of basic.
Yeah, it's like the basic level, surface level.
Right, right.
It goes way deeper. Almost like it's saying
All right.
the universe is like a puppet master,
Mm-hmm.
orchestrating every little event
Whoa.
to get you exactly where you are right now.
Okay.
Even to this deep dive
Oh, wow.
that we're having right now.
So, like, even us talking about this right now is all part of the plan.
That's what it's suggesting.
I mean, that's a little...
It's a lot. It's a big...
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. A part of me still wants to say, like, come on, some things have to just happen randomly, right?
I mean, that's where the source gets really interesting.
Okay.
It kind of throws that back at you
Okay.
with a bunch of questions.
Uh-huh.
Like, it wants you to really think about it. Like, think about a time you met the right person at the right time.
Yeah.
Or like you found a book
Mm-hmm.
that felt like it was written just for you.
Yeah, totally.
Were those really just chance? Or did something bigger orchestrate that?
I mean,
I don't know. What do you think?
I can
You
definitely...
had experiences like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can think of a few times where things just
Right.
lined up so perfectly. It was almost eerie.
Right.
But, like,
Makes you wonder.
yeah, but isn't that just how life works sometimes? Like,
Yep.
good things happen, bad things happen. Sometimes things just click.
Yeah.
Maybe we just give more meaning to the things that feel significant.
Okay, that's a fair point. But here's where the source takes it to a whole other level.
Right.
It argues that we aren't just these like
Mm-hmm.
passive recipients of all these random events.
Okay.
It says we're actually co-creators of our own reality.
Mm-hmm.
Our thoughts, our actions, our energy, they're all like
Uh-huh.
sending these ripples into the universe,
Right.
shaping what we experience.
So wait, I'm like
You're creating your own reality.
creating my own reality.
That's what it's saying.
I mean, that's a lot of power.
It is a lot of power
And a lot of responsibility.
and a lot of responsibility.
It's like, oh man, if I'm messing this up, it's on me.
Exactly.
It makes you kind of wonder, like,
Yeah.
what kind of reality am I building
Yeah, are you building
with my thoughts and actions?
the reality that you want?
Yeah, is it aligned with what I actually want?
Right, and that's kind of the duality that the source highlights.
Yeah,
It's like it's both empowering and terrifying.
it is, yeah.
On the one hand, it's exciting to think we have that much power.
Yeah.
Like we can actually manifest our desires,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like, oh man, we might be the ones holding ourselves back.
That's so true. Like, if I'm messing things up,
Yeah,
I can't blame bad luck anymore. It's like, no, it's on me.
you're in the driver's seat.
I'm the one driving
Yeah.
this train wreck.
Right, and that leads to another really interesting idea from this source.
Okay.
It suggests that everything that happens to us,
Okay.
even the tough stuff,
Oh.
is actually a message from the universe.
Ooh, okay.
Like those challenges, the
Yeah.
setbacks,
Yeah.
they're not punishments.
Mm.
They're opportunities
Ah.
for growth.
So my worst moments
Yeah.
were actually designed to help me grow.
That's what it's saying.
I mean, that's kind of hard to swallow when you're in the middle of something painful.
It is.
It's like, really?
But think
I
about
needed this.
one of the most challenging experiences in your life.
Yeah.
Has your perspective on it changed over time?
Oh, for sure.
Maybe you can see now how that struggle actually led to something good.
Yeah, definitely.
Some new strength, a valuable lesson,
Mm-hmm.
or even like a shift in your path
Yeah,
that led to something better.
totally.
That's the kind of transformation that this source is talking about.
I guess when you put it that way, it kind of makes sense. Like,
Mhm.
looking back, I can see how some of my toughest moments really did push me to grow and evolve in
Yeah.
ways that I never imagined at the time.
Exactly. But here's the catch.
Okay.
The source says we're often so caught up
Yeah.
in the day-to-day.
Like the grind.
Yeah, the daily grind, so stuck on autopilot
Totally.
that we miss a lot of these messages.
So
It's like the universe is constantly whispering guidance,
okay.
but we're not tuned in enough to hear it.
We're missing out on all this wisdom
Yeah.
because we're too busy stressing about deadlines and scrolling on social media.
That's kind of what it's suggesting.
Ouch, that stings a little.
I know, right?
But what can we do about it?
So the source makes a really interesting point here.
Okay.
It suggests that sometimes the most powerful message
Okay.
comes through silence.
Through silence.
Yeah, like when we quiet our minds,
Hmm.
stop striving, stop pushing so hard.
Okay.
That's when we can really hear what the universe is trying to tell us.
Interesting. I can definitely relate to that.
Right.
Like sometimes when I'm trying too hard to
Yeah.
make things happen,
Force it.
I just hit a wall.
You hit a wall.
But then when I finally let go,
Yeah.
surrender to the unknown, that's often when things start to shift.
That's when the breakthroughs happen.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Oh, for sure.
In your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the source is saying we need to get comfortable with stillness,
Oh, okay.
with not knowing all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Because in those moments of surrender,
Yeah.
that's when the universe can step in.
Like it's making space.
It's making space.
For something else to come in.
Exactly.
So instead of trying to control everything, we need to trust the flow.
Trust the flow. Trust that the universe has got your back.
Even when it feels like things are completely falling apart.
Even when it feels like it's all going wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And that brings us to another key point.
Okay.
From the source, energy alignment.
Energy alignment.
It emphasizes that the universe responds more to our vibes than to our words.
So
if we're constantly dwelling on negativity, fear, scarcity, we're going to attract more of that into our lives.
It's like that saying, you get what you focus on.
Exactly.
So if we want to create this reality that's full of love, abundance, joy, we got to start vibrating at that frequency.
Got to shift your energy.
Shift that energy.
And the source actually offers
okay.
some specific techniques to help with that.
Hold on. I think we need to save that for part 2.
Oh, good idea.
This is getting good, guys.
We'll dive more into that.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of this deep dive.
Yes, more deep diving into the non-random universe.
Welcome back.
All right, so
before the break, we were getting into this whole idea of energy alignment, like how the universe responds to our vibes.
Our vibe.
It's a pretty mind-blowing concept.
It is.
So spill the tea.
Okay.
What are some of these specific practices that the source recommends?
The source doesn't go full on woo-woo with crystals and chanting or anything like that. But it does emphasize the power, like mindfulness, meditation, things like that. It argues that when you quiet the mental chatter, you can actually tap into this deeper wisdom, a kind of intuitive knowing that guides you towards what's aligned with your true self.
So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts all the time.
No, it's about going deeper,
Yeah.
quieting the mind, creating that space for something else to emerge.
So it goes beyond just meditation.
Yeah, it talks about self-awareness too.
Okay.
Like paying attention to your thoughts,
Okay.
your feelings, your actions, and how they might be contributing to the reality that you're experiencing.
So it's about taking responsibility for our energy.
Being mindful of what you're putting out there.
But let's be real, sometimes it feels like no matter how much inner work I do, life still throws some major curveballs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, I'm doing all the things.
And the source
but then
doesn't shy away from that.
Okay.
Remember, it's saying everything, including the challenges, is a message.
Okay.
But sometimes the universe has to shout to get our attention.
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
It suggests that maybe those really tough times, the ones that feel unfair or like we're being punished, are actually the universe's way of giving us a wake-up call.
So it's not like the universe is out to get us.
Right.
But maybe it's giving us tough love.
Yeah, tough love to help us, pushing us to grow and evolve.
In ways that we wouldn't choose for ourselves.
Exactly. And it actually uses this metaphor of a sculptor chiseling away at a block of stone to reveal the masterpiece within. And sometimes we need that rough chiseling to shed old patterns, limiting beliefs, anything that's no longer serving us.
Yeah, to become who we're meant to be.
Exactly.
That's a powerful image.
It is.
It makes you think about those times when you felt totally broken down by life, but somehow you came out stronger on the other side.
More resilient.
More resilient, yeah.
And the source reminds us that even when it feels like the universe is silent, like those times when you're feeling lost, confused, questioning everything, there's still a bigger plan unfolding, even if we can't see it.
I'm starting to get this. Challenges equal growth. Silence equals deeper wisdom.
It's all connected.
And everything is a message.
Everything's a message.
But how do we actually start deciphering those messages?
That's the question, right?
The source talked about patterns, right? Yeah. Like repeating numbers.
Repeating numbers, yeah.
Or symbols.
Symbols.
Is that something we should be paying attention to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The source suggests that the universe often communicates through symbolism and synchronicity. Those repeating numbers you keep seeing. The songs that keep popping up on the radio. With lyrics that feel eerily relevant to your life. Those might be messages from the universe.
Hold on, so is this like numerology or something?
Not necessarily.
I don't know if I'm ready to start
Yeah, the source doesn't...
reading into every license plate.
It doesn't give you a specific guide for interpreting every symbol or number. But it does encourage us to pay attention and see what resonates.
So if a certain number keeps appearing when I'm facing a big decision, instead of just dismissing it.
Don't just dismiss it.
As a coincidence?
Ask yourself.
I should ask myself.
What could this number represent to me? What message might the universe be trying to convey?
So it's more about trusting my intuition.
Yes.
Seeing if there's a deeper meaning.
Trusting your gut.
That feels true for me. Rather than trying to find some one-size-fits-all answer.
Right, exactly.
In the numerology book.
The source emphasizes that we each have our own unique language. With the universe.
With the universe.
So it's about becoming aware of the patterns and symbols that hold personal significance for you.
But let's be honest. Sometimes it feels like the universe is just messing with us.
Oh, for sure.
Like when you miss a flight and then it turns out the plane crashed.
Right.
Is that a message?
I know.
Or just a freak coincidence?
Yeah, those are the moments that really...
make you question everything. What's going on here?
The source doesn't give a clear-cut answer. But it suggests that even when things seem random or tragic, there's always a bigger picture unfolding that we may not fully understand.
And it comes back to that idea of trusting the flow.
Trusting the flow.
Even when it feels chaotic or painful.
Even when it doesn't make sense.
So even the things that we don't understand might ultimately be part of a larger plan.
Part of a bigger plan.
Even if that plan seems messy or unfair in the moment.
And it makes an interesting point here. It suggests that sometimes the universe has to break us down in order to build us back up stronger.
I've definitely felt that in my own life. Sometimes it feels like everything has to fall apart before you can create something.
Like a tower of blocks.
New and better.
You got to knock it down to build something new.
Like the universe is clearing space for something more aligned.
Exactly. And the source suggests that these breakdowns can be catalysts for profound transformation. They force us to confront our limiting beliefs. Shed old patterns that no longer serve us and emerge as more resilient and authentic versions of ourselves.
But what if you're in the middle of that breakdown and it just feels awful? How do you find that trust?
I know.
In the process when everything feels chaotic?
It is hard and uncertain.
The source acknowledges that it's not easy. But it encourages us to focus on the bigger picture. It suggests that our purpose isn't something we find. It's something we embody. It's about aligning our actions, our thoughts, our energy with our core values.
So it's not about chasing some grand external goal. It's more about cultivating...
It's about an internal
state of alignment. Being true to ourselves. In each and every moment. In each moment. And the source suggests that when we do that, the universe will conspire to support us.
It's not about waiting for some big dramatic sign.
No.
Or a lightning bolt of inspiration.
It's about showing up.
Okay.
Authentically.
Yeah.
In every moment.
Okay.
Making choices that are aligned with your values.
Okay.
And trusting that the universe will meet you where you are.
Okay.
Right?
That's a lot to take in.
It is a lot.
But it makes sense.
It's
not about trying to figure out some grand plan for our lives.
It's about becoming
the best version of yourself.
Okay.
And letting the universe
handle the details. That's a great way to put it.
It's like we're stepping into the driver's seat of our own lives.
Mm-hmm.
But we're acknowledging that we're not in control of the traffic.
Oh, I love that analogy.
So you can choose your direction.
Yeah.
But you have to trust
the flow that the universe will guide you through.
Yeah.
The detours, the roadblocks.
Okay, but speaking of guidance, before we run out of road, let's get back to those synchronicities.
All right.
The source seemed to suggest that they're not just random coincidences, but actual messages from the universe.
They're messages.
Right.
That's right. And this is where things get really interesting.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break.
All right.
And be back with more mind-blowing insights.
More to come.
From this deep dive.
Deep dive continues.
Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're back, and I'm ready to unpack all this synchronicity stuff. You were saying before the break that it's not just about, like, noticing these weird coincidences.
Right.
There's more to it.
There's more to it.
So what's the more?
The source kind of takes it a step further.
Okay. Yeah.
It says it's not just that they're happening.
It's that they're actually the universe's preferred way of communicating.
Communicating with us.
Yeah, with us. Like, think of it this way.
Okay.
Maybe the universe tried to send you a subtle message.
Okay.
Like a little nudge.
Uh-huh.
But you missed it.
I did that.
And it's like, okay, let me make this a little more obvious.
Yeah.
Enter the synchronicity. Oh. Something so perfectly timed, so undeniably meant to be that you can't ignore it.
So it's like the universe is upping the volume. Getting our attention.
Yeah.
With these impossible to miss moments.
Right, those big, like, whoa moments.
That makes me think about all the times I've experienced something like that.
Yeah.
Like meeting the right person at the right time or stumbling upon a book or an article that had exactly the information I needed.
Like it was meant for you?
Yeah, or things working out in ways that just seemed almost magical.
Right.
There's just no way that was chance.
That's what it's saying. Like, it's more than just chance.
Yeah.
And it points out that these synchronicities often happen during times of transition or uncertainty, like when you're at a crossroads or facing a big decision.
So instead of freaking out when things feel really chaotic, we should actually be looking for these synchronicities.
Yes, look for the signs.
As signs that we're on the right track.
That you're on the right path.
Okay, but how do we know if something is a true synchronicity?
That's the question.
Right. I mean, isn't it possible to overthink things and see meaning where there is none?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, I could just be making this all up.
And the source actually addresses that.
Okay.
It suggests paying attention to how these events make you feel.
Okay.
Does it feel like a simple coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
Or is there a deeper resonance, like a feeling of alignment?
Okay.
Like something bigger is at play?
So it's about trusting my intuition.
Trust your gut.
That gut feeling that tells you, this is something special.
This means something.
This means something.
The source describes it as like a feeling of rightness.
Okay.
Like everything's clicking into place.
Yeah, I get that.
And it emphasizes that these synchronicities aren't just for us to like observe and marvel at.
Okay.
They're invitations.
For what?
To take action.
So it's not enough to just notice the signs.
Right.
We have to actually do something.
You got to do something about it.
That takes courage, though, right?
It does, yeah.
Stepping into the unknown.
Yeah, you got to trust.
Trusting that the universe...
is
leading us somewhere worthwhile.
Exactly. It uses this great analogy of a tightrope walker.
Okay.
It says we can't just stand still on the tightrope.
Frozen.
Paralyzed by fear.
Yeah.
You have to take that step.
Okay.
Trust your balance and move forward.
With faith.
With faith.
Okay, so this is all starting to make sense.
Yeah. It's all connected.
But not just random being.
Right.
In a random universe.
No.
Everything is connected.
Everything's connected.
Everything has meaning.
And the universe is talking to you.
And the universe is communicating with us.
Yeah.
Through these synchronicities.
Through the synchronicities, through the challenges.
Even through this silence.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
But I have one last question before we wrap things up.
Okay, shoot.
What about those times when it feels like we're not getting any signs?
Okay.
No synchronicities, no clear messages. What do we do then?
That's where intention comes in.
Intention.
Remember, the source emphasizes that we're co-creators
of
our reality.
So if you're not seeing the signs, maybe it's time to get proactive.
Okay.
Instead of waiting for the universe to send you a message.
We can send a message back.
You can set an intention about what you want. So it's like taking the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Choosing our destination.
Using your destination.
Even if we don't know the exact route.
Even if you don't know how you're going to get there.
Yeah.
The source suggests that when we set intentions, we're essentially sending a powerful signal
to the universe.
Like,
hey, universe.
It's what I'm aligned with.
This is what I want.
This is what I want. Show me how.
Show me how.
And then the universe responds by orchestrating those synchronicities, those opportunities, those seemingly random events.
That lead us towards our goals.
That guide you towards where you want to go.
So it's like we're co-writing the script.
Co-writing the script.
Relax.
With the universe as
With the universe as our collaborator.
Ultimate collaborator.
That's amazing.
You're pretty cool.
This is mind-blowing stuff.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing our listeners should take away from all of this?
I think the biggest takeaway is you're not alone.
We're not alone.
On this journey.
The
universe is constantly communicating with you.
Okay.
Guiding you.
Supporting us.
Supporting you.
Every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
It's up to us to tune in.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Pay attention to the signs. And trust that even when things feel uncertain,
even when it's scary,
there's a bigger plan unfolding.
There's a bigger plan.
That's leading us towards our highest good.
Towards your highest good.
That's a beautiful thought to end on.
It is.
So to all of our deep divers out there, keep exploring.
Keep diving deep.
Keep questioning.
Keep trusting.
Keep trusting your intuition.
Your intuition.
And keep your eyes open for those synchronicities.
Those synchronicities.
You never know what magic the universe might have in store for you.
Exactly. And remember, the journey itself is the destination. So embrace the ups and downs, the twists and turns, and trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be.
Until next time, deep divers.
Keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.